Morning guys, it's the Swordfish once again with some more Hearthstone gameplay. This time I'm just going to be showcasing my little warrior deck, which I built, which I'm pretty proud of, because it's actually the only deck which is getting me any wins. Woo! That's how bad I am. No, actually not true, but I just don't have cards to make the decks I want to do. I have a lot of random cards, but I don't want to sacrifice them in crafting mode, because you actually notice, like for example, this is just not cool. This enchanting cards is really not worth it. Mathematically it's really not that great, so I don't do it anymore. Except for like I'm still trying to get that Murloc thing. You see I have a lot of dust. This is all from the extra cards I get, and I've never bought a pack in my life, so just imagine how many fucking extra cards and how unlucky I'm being with this whole thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna showcase my warrior deck. It's the only deck that's getting me any wins, and you know, let me just toot my own horn for a while and admire how great I am, because I am a great person. I am a great human being as a whole, and I just created a great deck this time. It's just fucking amazing. And the best thing about it, you know, guys, is the fact that the deck is so great because I am lacking the cards to make it a better deck. Well, wow, that makes no sense, the Swordfish. You're stupid. Rage. Rage. Chill. Internet ragers. 30 viewers. Chill out. What I'm trying to say here is that usually a rager deck would not include the kind of cards I have in this deck, because what I've combined here is rage plus weapons to create this rage weapon deck, which actually works really well with two possible strategies to go for, instead of just you know, there's obviously the usual you know, field controlling and not game controlling, game dominance, whatever. The usual cards which get, you know, like Execute, for example. Here Execute here is in case they send out a big minion. It's not part of the big ass strategy, but you'll see the two strategies in play when I talk about the cards. Anyway, Execute, send a big ass minion, destroys it, really great. Best warrior card, especially for only one, is great, especially in combination with Whirlwind or Cruel Taskmaster, two cards which are also included in my deck. Upgrade, I only have one, not because I don't want two in my deck, just because I actually don't have more upgrades. Poor man in cards. Anyway, upgrade is great, especially because I have the two Fury War Axes and two Orcanite Reapers. It's a fucking great card, hands down. It allows you to deal more damage, use the weapons again. Even with the Arathi Weaponsmith, it might even work sometimes. It's just great. Can save your ass many times. And actually, the 1/3 weapon might be really useful at times. I've won a game with upgrade. I was at like 1 health, and the other one was like 2, and I had a shitty I don't know what minion I had on. Anyway, like Armor Smith or something, and I actually managed to win just because of my upgrade. Great. Anyway, Whirlwind. Obviously, standard rage deck has to have Whirlwind and power rages your minions, whatever. South Sea Deckhand. I love this card because it's a charger. It's a really cheap and good charger. Good early game card if you get it early game, like first fucking turn, like in your starting hand. And if you have it's actually really useful to, you know, with a weapon, just kind of send him out and you kind of clear the whole board. That's it. Clear the whole board. You clear the whole board. Board control. That's the word I was trying to look for earlier. Anyway, you clear the whole board with the charger plus the weapon. It's great, and it allows for your rages to just come out and be safe for at least one turn. Fury War Axe, weapon, self-explanatory, allows to clear the board, but also, you know, part of the weapon deck. Battle Rage, necessary in Rager decks. I know nobody fucking uses it. I love it. The Warrior has a huge weakness, because the Warrior, if the Warrior had good card draw, then he would be the best character, because the fact that he has so many armor stuff, you know, it means that he is able to withstand many turns that actually have needing to do anything, you know. He has like this extra health sort of thing. So he gets his that's like kind of his card draw. That's the intent of the developers of the game, right? So when you give actual card draw to this pseudo card draw, which is the fact that he can withstand a lot of damage, he becomes super fucking powerful. And Battle Rage is one of the best cards here. Combined with Whirlwind and the fact that it's characters, meaning you always at least draw one card, it's fucking amazing. Really, really good. Will save your ass in many situations. Though you should at least have one shield block to have more card draw. I'm just saying. But this is a great card. Cleave, again, board clearing, board control, usual kind of thing. Amani Berserker, again, Rager, it has to be my fucking deck. Armor Smith, similar to fucking Battle Rage, allows to give you armor, but in addition, in combination with all the Ragers and the self-damage you have to inflict on yourself, and the damage you have to inflict on yourself and your minions, this is a great fucking card. 1/4, they tend to not really regard as a powerful card because it's only giving you 1 armor for every damage, so they tend to leave it on the board for a while. And if you combine this with any of the taunters you have in the fucking game, it's GG, no re, like... Sorry, fucking AWOL is really influencing me, but it's GG. You don't. This guy is too powerful to deal with if he actually gets a lot of armor on your hero. Because then when they start attacking your hero, they realize they can't do anything, and by the time they can, you already sent out all your fucking minions and you're ready to destroy them. Bloodsail Raider, again, part of the weapons deck, and part of my special strategy, the way I consider this game anyway, which is the fact that I consider this game in terms of priorities, and I want to force the opponent to do whatever the fuck I want him to do, right? Bloodsail Raider is a great card in this sense because I don't want to work with this in my deck. This is only like a safety kind of card. It's not my most powerful card, but combined with Arcanite Reaper, he's very fucking dangerous. So what do I do? It's only two mana? Yeah, it's only 2 mana. That's what you call it, yeah. So somebody with Raging Worgen, for example, and they got the choice. Do I destroy the Raging Worgen? Do I destroy the Bloodsail Raider? Well, the Bloodsail Raider, at least right now, has like 7 fucking damage, so I need to destroy that first. That gives my Raging Worgen 1 fucking extra turn, and that's enough to deal fucking immense amounts of damage to the opponent. So it's great. This whole priority game, Bloodsail Raider, really great for this, especially considering my deck is full of it has no card that's more than 5, has no late game. It's true, no late game, but this allows for the early game to be really fruitful and for very powerful early game, and it actually very useful in late game if necessary. Powerful card. Anyway, Cruel Taskmaster, standard and rage decks, it's pretty obvious. Shield Lock gives you card draw, the 5 armor I talked about before, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Raging Worgen, against necessary in rage decks, best rager in the fucking game in my opinion, better than the Monty Berserker. Though this guy's better in the beginning, Raging Worgen, once you get to turn 3, is like, boom, okay, sorry, no, like turn 5, which is when you can combine him with other cards, wow, Raging Worgen, gonna destroy everything. Taunt Warrior, not only a taunt, which is really necessary in this deck, especially because you have to protect all your ragers, but also a rager himself. Not a particularly the best rager because he usually gets eliminated before he can do shit. But you know, you don't want to damage him. No, just if you really need it, you can damage him, but it's not really what you want. But he's a really good taunter anyway. I think a 2/3 for 3, and the fact that they can't just damage him, but they have to kill him directly, makes him really fucking powerful. Mortal Strike, in the rage fashion, the more damage you inflict upon me, the more damage I will inflict upon you. It's kind of the same thing. Mortal Strike is a great card, in my opinion. Nobody uses it, so nobody expects this card. No fucking warrior ever uses Mortal Strike, so, you know, that's kind of the thing. And the fact that when they put me below 12 health, they don't expect me to have a 6 damage nuke this quickly, you know, like just fucking Mortal Strike their ass, really fucking good card. And if necessary, can protect my Ragers from any possible threats, because, you know, 4 damage is considerable, it can kill most minions. If necessary, I can use it in combination with Execute if I really need it, you know, it's a good card. Good card. And I also need some sort of, you know, minion clearing cards besides Execute, because I can't just rely on my weapons. This is one of them, so great. Wrathy Weaponsmith, again, combination of the best of both worlds, right? He gives you a weapon, but also is a minion, amazing. And the 3/3 is not that bad, especially if you combine it with something like Cruel Taskmaster. Yes, he's supposed to work with Ragers, but sometimes you can just give it to your Wrathy Weaponsmith. That's a 5/2. That's incredibly strong. And then just chip away at your opponent. And the 2/2 can save your life many times. In addition to summoning this guy means an extra minion plus a weapon, meaning that you can protect this minion from dying the next turn if they have like a 2/1 or whatever bullshit, or sorry, a 3/2 or whatever bullshit. So summon this guy with like Raging Worgen, it's like, damn, you can't attack him. I'm gonna destroy all your minions, get a board clear, and next turn I'm gonna fucking wreck your face. Cochrane Elite, great. Charger, one of the best chargers in the game, if not the best. Maybe Argent Commander is also really good. Costs much more mana though. His 4 mana is amazing, and he is what you rely on in late game. Pretty much to just kind of finish it off as quickly as you can, because in combination with Cruel Taskmaster, you can actually summon this guy for 6/2, which is amazing. And you can just like Leroy Jenkins his ass, because he is fucking powerful as Leroy Jenkins, and just kind of if you give the Cruel Taskmaster bonus, obviously, and just kind of pound his ass away. And also sometimes he can deal with the big minions nobody can deal with, or in combination with Execute if necessary. So a great card all around, really necessary for any warrior deck in my opinion. Better than Warsong Commander. because Warsong Commander will get eliminated soon. The other thing is that if they don't get rid of this card, because they're trying to get rid of all my Ragers, they will suffer, because he's at fucking 4-3. It's a powerful card. It's a fucking powerful card. He will just pound away at the opponent. Shieldmaster, amazing. I love this card. Honestly, the best taunter in my opinion, because of his 3/5, just fucking great. For only 4 mana. And do you need taunters in a fucking Ragers deck? Because it's just how they're gonna be really low health. You need something to protect them. And the fact that he's a 3/5 makes people really apprehensive about him, because they don't wanna. They know they have to destroy him, but they don't really know how to destroy him, because if they send minions at him, most minions will die with his 3 attack damage, and they won't manage to kill him. Then you need at least a 5 attack damage minion, which is pretty fucking strong. And if you have a 5 attack damage, you know, I probably already won the game, because this is a really early game oriented deck. Then the Arcanine Reaper, again, self-explanatory, and the Spiteful Smith, which is one of my favorite cards in the deck, honestly, because many times they don't really expect Spiteful Smith. It's not really a common card. And once you send him out, it's like, it's a Rager deck, so don't expect this guy, because he doesn't have any rage that actually is good for you. 4/6 is pretty good, means he doesn't need any protection, he can just stand out there alone, and you combine him with a fucking weapon, like Arcanine Reaper, or say Fear War Axe, add upgrade to the weapon, and that weapon is the most powerful thing in the game. And this guy can either chip away at your opponent while your weapon destroys any and all monsters that come at you, and minions, sorry, that come at you, or, even better, this guy can destroy the fucking minions that come at you while you destroy him with your fucking weapon. Just bash his face in, because if you combine this with Arcanine Reaper and upgrade, that's an 8 damage weapon for 3 turns. That's a total of 8 and 3. 24 damage. Fuck. 24 damage was pretty much GG. So, you know, fucking insane. So this is my deck. You know, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Usual thing. I'm going to now play a game with this deck. So I'm going to cut the commentary short, so the deck will be in the next one, or I'll showcase the deck in the next video. Hope you had fun with this, and add any suggestions you might have. I will tell you if I don't have the cards, so you know, just kind of comment away and then hope that I will answer. I'll see you guys next time. So love you guys. Subscribe, so, and you know, expect more Hearthstone videos from me, because I'm really enjoying this fucking game. And I'm just waiting for this fucking tab, hoping there's fucking card trade, because otherwise, I need my Murlocs. Okay, that's the last comment I'm going to say. I'll see you guys next time.